Alright, so here we are. I'm going to go through the pad menu, which basically gives you all the options and what you can access via the pad. Again, once the pad is connected, it connects through a Windows CE 2.0 interface, giving you all these nice little push buttons, etc. So you have your radio, your disc, which is your DVD, of course. Also, it goes with your audio CD in case you want to use a regular audio CD or an MP3 CD, either or. USB and SD, so micro SD and your USB option if you have a USB thumb drive, or actually a USB 1.5 terabyte. As long as it powers through USB, you are good to go. I actually connected one earlier, but unfortunately mine is actually full of M2TS files, which do not work here for some reason. The only file types that do work are MP4 and I believe DivX AVIs, so just a quick note about that, you won't be able to use M2TS on this. TV option, of course, if you have a TV tuner plugged in, iPod option, Bluetooth as we saw, and the pad, which is your Android pad, of course, and your aux if you have something else to plug into. So, at the top here, you have a settings button. The setting button basically brings you to the ability of adding a rear view camera. Okay, so that rear view camera you plug in wirelessly in the back, or you can plug in through wired all the way through here. I've seen it before in a couple of vehicles. Personally, I have no need for it in my vehicle, but I think for $75 or $80 thereabouts, you can actually plug it in, and it seems to look nice. It doesn't really give you the aspects of a beep sensor or anything like that. It just gives you a rear view of your tail, I guess, or what's behind you, and some bars, green, yellow, and red to show how close you're getting to the actual item. Anyway, you have your bell on here, which basically identifies if you're going to hear a beeping sound or a non-beeping sound when you press buttons. Also, you have this SW, which is your steering wheel option. Again, for I think $80 or thereabouts on the website. Could be wrong. Erisin could correct me if I'm wrong. You can actually purchase the adapter to control all your steering wheel options in the vehicle. Now, the package that I bought, it seemed to come with everything, so I'm not quite sure what they are selling on their website, unless it's maybe just an attachment to go with other decks. But the deck that I bought, the 777A, came with it, so maybe it was somebody actually didn't realize what they were doing, or and I lucked out, or maybe it just comes with that. Anyway, you also have the option for your language setting. You have a calibration button here. You also have your red, green, and blue options for color, meaning your actual deck changes from orange to blue. So that's about it there, nothing special. A logo option here, which there are predefined logos already built in. If you don't have any of these vehicles, which luckily for me I have a Chevy, this logo option here, I think there is a way to have it changed so that it actually becomes the logo of your choice. So by me pressing this now, because I haven't changed it or set it up accordingly, this will actually just go to the DVD screen and blah blah blah. But if you actually have that pre-programmed, or if you go, and change it from the pre-programmed set, it actually turns into the logo of your choice. So in this case, for me, I have a Chevrolet. It works out real well. The hours, of course, the minutes, that's easy to set up. And, of course, the radio options. Now, these radio options basically tune your frequencies for Europe, America 1, America 2, Japan, Russia, and, of course, enabling RDS. So those are the quick setup options of the pad and of basically the Erisin 777A. You have a nighttime mode, which if you press, it basically turns everything off, but you can still hear it audibly. And of course down here you actually have a GPS audio on button. So what this does is if your GPS is running through the pad, through your software of choice, it will actually run the audio over top of going to the radio, the DVD, or whatever else. You don't have to be in pad mode to hear it. You turn it off, therefore you won't hear it no matter what other mode you're in. So, kind of a cool feature that if you're running the pad just for GPS only, and you're running a DVD for your kids, or you're listening to the radio or whatever, whatever have you, you could still hear your turn-by-turn direction. And I will say with the pad, I always use the Google Maps and Google Navigation. I don't really use anything else because I find it really, really good, especially when tethering my phone to the pad, so I get full 3G connection full-time, so if there's any updates, traffic updates, etc., it's there. So that's a quick showing of the menu. And if you have any questions, again, post them below.